Hello everyone. So by request, I'm supposed to say Vitruvianites because that's what I call my followers on my art page, Vitruvian Art. I don't really think it's a mouthful, I just think it's funny. But my Vitruvianites, so this is day 5 of the Metals Week, and it's possibly one of my favorites that I've done so far, and it is, drumroll please. Are you drum rolling? Okay. Copper. I love copper. I love wrapped copper stuff, and that's kind of where this whole theme came from. Was I saw a beautiful antiqued copper wrapped piece, and it was just phenomenal. I don't even remember where I saw it. Probably on Instagram when I was cyber stalking someone. So anyway, this is the one that I was really just looking for the right colors and testing out a whole bunch of theories on, and I love it. So, let's get to it, because this one's awesome. So, here are my colors, and let's see, we've got ivory, and cinnamon, and this one is Pompeian Red, which is that orangey one that I was talking about in one of my other videos. This is Walnut Brown. It's a very, very dark brown, and I really like it. And then we also have Cream. The reason I'm using both Cream and Ivory is because Cream has a lot stronger of that yellow feel to it, as you can see just from the barrels, than Ivory does, and that makes a difference, a big difference actually, when you're doing these highlights. So let me show you. I was already working on this side, as you can see. Alright, so I figure out where I've got my highlight coming from. Over here you can see that I kind of have it coming from this direction, just like hit all my pieces up the same. So I think I'll just reverse it and come this way for no real reason. So I'm going to have my highlight right here and just go across it real lightly with my ivory, and the same on this internal one, this internal little wire wrap. And that's really all I'm using the ivory for, is just kind of marking out the highlights. I haven't used just white or just left it white for the highlights, just because most of the metals, unless there's some of the grayer metals like silver, do not have white highlights. So that's why. Alright, so I take cinnamon and I go in and kind of want to find the edges, basically, of that highlight and get right there next to it. And fill in around it a little bit. Just like that. It's pretty quick and easy. And then I get out Pompeian Red and kind of bring more depth into the color. You can see the highlight I did with my gel pen. And just bring more vibrancy, because cinnamon is just like a really, really light version of Pompeian Red, I think. Or at least that's my opinion, I guess. I don't know. And then we've got Walnut Brown for the shadows. So anytime the wire basically goes under something, you're going to see shadow, as well as on the edges of it, because that is going away from us. So I like to try and put just the thinnest bit right at the edges of it to kind of help give it that roundness. Because I'm pretending that this is a wire wrapped piece. Just go down any corners on a little bit of the edges, depending on how small your edges are. And then I think I want a little bit more of my Pompeian red right here. And then, see, it's very pretty and it's very pinkish, and then the kind of finishing touch is taking the cream, which has that yellow in it, and just really brightening right here beside the highlights and onto that Pompeian red and the cinnamon. And it kind of turns it straight into copper. It takes that more reddish feel and just gives it that hint of orange that just brings out the copper look to it. And that's all there is to it. It's really not difficult, but I think it gives a really, really great effect. And this is definitely one of my favorites. So, I hope that you do this, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I have, for sure. If you have enjoyed Metals Week, and I hope you have, I hope you use this and tag me and share this to all your Facebook friends, and be looking out for more tutorials. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any. And I'll see you next time.